Twitch should update. 3, 2, 1. Booyah. Right now, it says I'm live. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Let's go ahead and turn down the volume on that. On this. Perfect. Let's just wait for the chat. Alright. Do I have my webcam up? Nope, I need to create a webcam. New video. Oh shit, my game capture isn't on the right one. There we go. Alright, let's wait for people to join in. Okay. They're in, so I'm fine. Let's just play. What's up, YouTube? Yep, back here with another live stream. I don't know how great this one will be. A little bit more laggy. I don't know. I mean, my end, I think it is, and my two other streams, it looks like it is. But I just think that's just it's because it needs to get used to this new OBS setting. That's all.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Portland Riverhogs. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It's a beautiful stadium.
Appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the
Beautiful
Portland
stadium, you know.
Riverhogs. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Portland team entering play, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They passed the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
First down, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he stopped immediately there. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. Now a second down throw for Winston.
Ah,
Goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
that was bad.
Dante Fowler in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a defensive player of the year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34.
Why'd I do that
12 yards
kick?
on
God damn
return
it.
that time. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
I like Cam,
This
dude.
guy's makeup. He is not afraid to fail. He attacks on just about every snap. Wants to throw the football downfield first. He'll throw it short if he has to. The bottom line, he
Cameron
wants to put a lot of
Smith,
pressure on the defense with his
Trojan.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
You're good, man.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone.
Oh,
This is caught. It's Cooks.
I gotta do one
15
thing
yards
to
through
let
the air
everyone
and
know.
1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. On 1st down, it's Gurley. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley.
Nowhere. And he's injured.
Now Gurley staying down. Let's hope he's all right.
Yeah, we injured him, you know.
Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone.
Oh, why did... that's on me.
Keep the feet in. Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge.
That's on me.
That's
I had
good
it
for a
too.
1st down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and
Robert
goal.
Woods.
Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He'll get it up the middle.
Nope.
And
Nope.
closes quickly here. He can fight only to
Locked
about
down.
4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. He's a 2nd-round pick, a solid 2nd-round pick, but when you're close to that 1st round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same. But even more than that, it's the prestige. Everyone wants to be a 1st-round pick, and he thought his talent demanded that. And I do know some.
Oh, tackle, Collins.
For a Rams touchdown.
Oh, let me turn on my light because that's kind of dark. I can see what it is.
And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length
Oh, yeah, that's a lot by the webcam.
There's way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you that much time in the pocket. He can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now back out comes the offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a second and 3.
Hit the throw, Winston.
Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then
I may have to take him out, guys.
Advantage. Whether it's slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be third down. Jameis to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. First
Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. No huddle.
Picks up the first. On 1st and 10, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once.
No, let's go
Had to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot better.
Don't mind that.
Yes,
It's just
that time lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass.
I don't want.
Also concludes quarter number 1. Back with Charles
I gotta
Davis.
score.
The threat of a second straight
Hold
punt
on.
to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
All right, there we go, guys. That's a lot better.
On 3rd down, Winston steps away to his left. He's going to let this.
Oh.
Tipped and intercepted.
Yeah, Winston's done.
Up by Nikel Roby-Coleman.
Winston, goodbye. I wonder if he has better stats. I mean, his throw power. Huh? Yeah, he definitely has better stats. Winston may be able to be a trade bait.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. A good pick.
Damn it, Gurley's back. I don't want that.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now it's Gurley. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
No.
Second half and some of these shorter games runs later.
That should be a touchdown. That should be a touchdown.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right.
That should have been a touchdown.
At worst, you'd open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this is going to
That's
be
huge.
incomplete.
Had the right idea, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
He missed it?
Off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it.
Oh.
It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So
I gotta score now.
1st and 10. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Flushed out right. And his first throw here is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time.
And that's caught inside the 30.
I love my backup. That was a huge. This is a huge first rounder right here.
They give him a gain of 37. Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, and it's in.
Oh,
Didn't have a receiver open.
that could have been Oregon to SC.
Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He sets up the screen to Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now look at 56.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And this one's incomplete.
Made the throw.
Jackson that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Also, I was throwing kind of
There's been a nice
awkward.
variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Looking to throw. This is called.
Deshaun Jackson.
Yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just a better team. And they want to.
We're really going to do that.
They'll give it to him up the middle. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here.
How do you...
Now he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll set up a throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
I'm kicking it.
So now on 4th down, Dirk Cutter will send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. 2 minutes to play here.
I had to do it. I didn't want
after this.
ACL sprain. No. Oh well. Let's man up, right?
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes.
Oh, hello, full viewers.
Jonathan Coachman in Orlando back for another year. He'll have.
Come on, guys. If we want to talk, go ahead.
Here on this opening weekend.
Oh, let me turn down my mic. That's a little too loud. Back to you guys.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods.
I want to track one thing just to see where my viewers go. I know 2 of them. Hello, guys.
Good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go for a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll take 5-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley.
Cameron Smith.
25. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this third down play takes place. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley.
I shouldn't have known that was
And he's
coming.
going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the red zone now, Goff. This will be caught just inside the 10. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Dumps it off to Gurley.
Take your field goal, buddy.
Go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively.
We're going to try to ice him since he just missed the other one.
Go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And Zerline's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
That's fine.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early?
Halftime.
Never gotten a chance to atone for it. The rest of the game, that's a lot to carry around.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. From there, we head over to the Pacific Northwest to check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals looking to get off to a hot start, and a road win would help them do just that. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check on the Saints at home at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. The Falcons start the campaign 1-0 with the road victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
Oh, jeez.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation, and
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he
That's
does
coming back,
take
though.
it in for the touchdown, but a
That's coming back.
flag
That was holding on
the
the corner.
field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board
Brandon
just yet.
Cooks.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Brutal, so take away the long
Still first
touchdown.
down.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley.
Come on, tackle, guys.
A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down, here's gone. Throw complete right side to
Pick the
Cooks.
ball off 37.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. The Rams on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun. Gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Third quarter action. This offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after him early and try and...
Oh, I threw that a little bit too late.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he is going to get this one back to the 20.
Yeah, that was kind of on me.
That interception. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last
No.
drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Rams have got it back. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
You didn't catch it, Golden?
It's free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up
Oh.
second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He's going to fire one deep middle of the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And it's
You're
a
gonna-
deep ball there. They didn't get it.
Hold on. How do you look at this? How do you not catch this, dude? This is literally right at you. Tell me how you don't catch that.
But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught
OJ
inside
Howard,
the
let's
30.
go.
It's a big play there on 3rd down. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Oh,
And
no.
he went backwards.
Why?
He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And
That's
this is gonna be
stupid. That's
intercepted.
volleyball shit.
LaMarcus Jordan
Fucking hate
pick.
volleyball
And a
shit.
big turnover there as his...
Fucking volleyball shit. That's annoying. Fuck the volleyball shit.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. And they rattle off a big one. 41 yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play.
Throw the ball, dude.
Ryan Shazier in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long.
Watch it now, Marty. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Dirk Cutter's got... Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to
They're
the
like
team.
full-on blitzing. My
Just
dudes don't
something
want to
build
block.
on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as
All right, here we
well.
go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down.
Oh, that's
It's gonna be intercepted
bullshit.
the first time. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And his
Well,
crew
that
will
was
take
a nice
over
loss.
after And partner, this first week, this first game that we get
That
to
was
play,
awesome.
Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
That was awesome. One loss already.
Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Okay, who do you think... Let's see, who do I need? See, the problem is I don't want to upgrade my halfback because I like one of John's. Let's see if I can get the opponent. Pat Pete would be kind of fun. Let's just show him. Let's try. Let's see if I can get Richard. Never mind. Alright, perfect. This should be a good fun time. Yeah, this should be perfect. Let me do something real quick. Specialist. Yeah, perfect. Slot, yeah, would be you. Alright, let's see if this is gonna happen. I'll be right back. I gotta go hit the head. If anyone comes in, just let them know. People.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one in store between the Portland River Hogs and the New York Giants. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Portland River Hogs and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And last weekend, they pulled one out in a very low-scoring affair. It was all about their defense.
Yeah, that's some ugly
Meanwhile, for this
influence.
visiting Portland club, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Jackson now to return. And they're going to start this drive in
Oh,
pretty
those
good
are
shape
some-
as they get it up past the 30.
Oh.
So out comes this offense
Wait, are
to
we?
take over for the first time.
What?
And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions
That's
or
all.
7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he
Okay,
is
what
the
are we
man.
wearing?
Like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work
I swear,
across
I don't
midfield.
understand our uniforms.
23 yards on the play.
We have
Good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would
catch
say
the
that this week
ball.
in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline.
Going for it.
But out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And that's complete. It's Watson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Like, what's
Fourth
up with
down,
these?
no problem.
Why we?
19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Morris Claiborne, the former #1 pick of the Cowboys there defensively.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown.
No.
Mike Evans.
No.
Touchdown of the new season. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a
Why?
7-0 game.
Why we?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Offense.
Ouch, could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way, like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh, what?
And this is going to be caught. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 21 carries, 89 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long.
Detroit!
Looking to throw. And he's going to go down again. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He's going to let this go deep. It got his man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw it the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
That was nice and good.
It's their quarterback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys are going to take the lead.
Maybe that was a good trade training,
That was
Jameis.
just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
New York set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
All right, so they went up first down,
Here's
pass
a
on
great man
2nd.
defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender.
No. Okay, so now they're going to be in a pass. They're in a pass defense.
To cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
I mean, it's on PC, and I'm playing also on Madden, so, and I have like a 74 overall team.
He'll have stats and scores from around the
So,
NFL in his second week of the regular season.
I mean, put that in perspective. Like,
That's complete on the inside slant.
this is
And he gets this one to
very
midfield
slow defense.
before
No
he's
one has
brought down.
speed. I mean,
Give him 10 yards
sorry
there
to
as
see
this
your questions,
offense is
Zach.
on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Got a man, that's Allison. And I think the ball's out. And does the defense have it? They do.
Like that?
says the referee.
I
We're
mean,
going the other way.
fumble.
Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes.
Hold on, I want to see something. How am I on defense? Did he get the ball back? Hello?
You put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here.
Hello?
As they'll
I
talk
had the
things
ball,
over prior to
and
this
how did...
upcoming second down
What?
play.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Yeah, that's coming
And
back.
he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent game, still
second
for
down.
not on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Blue line it.
Now back to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And now we won't see a play on first. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now let's go. Blue line it.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. The throw left side, complete to Ingram. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Now let's go. Blue line it.
Back to throw again.
Nope.
And did he get
Nope.
the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's second down.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football.
Now let's go.
Worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, trying to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about Young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be second and goal. They'll look to throw here. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what?
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Geronimo Allison, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Rosas now to add the PAT. Rosas good with the
And I've
extra
never played on
point. And
PC
that is gonna
before,
tie
so
our game as we approach halftime.
I like, yeah.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now it's Wilson. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field.
Oh my gosh, I threw it right to him.
Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
I threw it right to him. Yeah, this is definitely going to be my last game because it's already an hour.
Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break. All due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he will lose yardage here.
Does anyone see these uniforms, by the way? Like Tampa Bay Buccaneers helmet and then
third down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The way in, touchdown, New York. Martavis Bryant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
Hold on.
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, yeah. I mean, you do it.
Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
The play action fake.
I had to be wide
and the
open.
pressure gets to him again. Olivier Vernon in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Tackle made by Justin Evans.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
God damn it.
They'll go to Barkley again. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment of blocking. He usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Penalty stings big time there, wipes away a very good return.
And they work on it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional first down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
He'll look to throw over the middle to Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Going for it.
If I set my feet, that's a
Took
touchdown.
a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Come on.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone.
Set my feet.
He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion.
No.
With the pressure.
And he's going to be taken down. A sack back at the 32.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. We had a field goal range. Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, no credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a
Why? Why they
Who's
do,
usually going to win that one?
Is that
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Jackson's got it over the middle. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Back to throw here. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21,
Jones.
just shy of the 20 in the red zone. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Right back to him on 1st down. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Back to throw. The quick slant caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They come out here in the eye. They hand off to their big tight end. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. And he shows some mobility there, getting outside the tackles, moving to the right, making a nice play.
Yeah, he had the whole field in front of him and was able to actually throw it about where he was looking, right? He said he moved to the right, had his vision there, and put a nice pass into the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them the first down.
Running back
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
He dumps it off to Barkley, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To Barkley on the check down. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Time for a break. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. So close to an NFL record, but denied by the crossbar.
And you have to feel bad for him, don't you? He squeezed every last inch out of that kick. Oh, I thought he had it, but you said it. He's denied by the cruel sound of the metal crossbar.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
I mean, everything.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And he'll get up and spike it with 11 seconds remaining. And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. He's back to throw. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Got our first win in a close
now
one.
as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'll take it. Alright, that's going to do it for this live stream. A nice hour and 15 live stream. I got stuff to do.
Going into the final play of this game,
already
they
10
knew that
o'clock.
they needed some type of a miracle there
Wow.
at the very end, but they couldn't
how
get it
long
done.
I've been
However,
streaming
we were
for.
treated to really a
Streaming something
spectacular
now.
affair.
I did
Even
start
though they
later
didn't
than normal.
finish it off, exactly
But
right.
yeah,
They took us down to the
that
last play.
probably
We're
won't be a
still-
stream
You're
Sunday
wondering, could it
because
happen?
I think I'm doing
Possibly,
stuff.
even
But
though
if
we
there
both knew it was a
is,
long shot.
that's fine. But I like to stream on
So
Saturdays.
for our visitors,
And then
it was a great
doing,
all-around
like,
performance as they come out of
music.
this one
So
with the
if you
victory.
guys like to,
and they'll head
on the
back home
weekdays,
next week
I'm
to
gonna be
take on
streaming
the
just
Atlanta
straight music.
Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they
It
will
actually is
fall
kind of
to 1-1.
relaxing, kind of just
and they'll try to
relax,
get back to their
just
winning
put on
ways
some
next week as they head to
and just
Lambeau
relax.
to take on the
So,
Packers.
I mean, it's a relaxing mood, you know. You can relax. It's time to relax. There will of course be ads, but yeah, it's kind of a fun thing to do. But if you're watching this on YouTube and would like to see it, go ahead and follow my Twitch name,
Now,
Michael
let's take a
Goldberg.
minute to see how you can improve your team.
And yeah, damn, 2 weeks. And that's all. Just thank you for watching.
Now, let's take a minute to see how you
Let me
can
answer
improve
this
your
media
team.
question. And yeah, I hope you guys like that move I made. I traded Winston just because I feel like he's gonna be a better overall thing. I mean, star, and he's only wrong one. He's only 20, and he's 78. He's gonna definitely be Winston. And I put a better running back. Once Jones comes back, if you want me to trade Lansley, I can flip him, and we keep Ronald Jones. Let me know. Let me know what you want to do on offense and defense. So, besides that, you know what the deal is. Silence Gaming. I am out. Peace.